My first question to you is, how are you juggling still being a student and this film career?
I go to school Monday nights, Tuesdays, and Thursday mornings. So not too much school.
Not too much school.
Yeah, so
You're able to decide
Fox
that?
Searchlight.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, I made my own schedule because I thought I'd be making a movie while I was in school, and then it was pushed. So I tried to make a really easy schedule for that. And Fox Searchlight's been really great and has scheduled press literally around and traveling around my school.
That's really great.
Yeah.
It's good for the kids that you can do school and
Yeah.
art at the same time.
Yeah.
It's good to hear that. So when you both first got the script, what was your initial reaction to the story and to the characters that you were going to play?
I thought it was a truly original story, and it was told in a very unique way, and I appreciated the structure that Sean played with. That was, yeah.
Yeah, I've said already that I thought it had a very sort of European sensibility to me on the page. There's something about it that didn't seem acutely American to me, and so I found that really intriguing. And that there was, in the writing, a tremendous sense of tension and stakes in the writing, which you don't always see, and you kind of have to manufacture some of that as an actor. But it was on the page, and I thought, if he can make this what's on the page reality, then it's going to be something great.
So then, in terms of preparation for the both of you, how do you get started on that? I mean, especially with Martha, she's such a deep character.
Well, everything that Sean wrote, I mean, it was a fuller script than what's actually on screen, but it was full. You had everything there. It didn't feel like you needed to do much research, because I don't know how much that would have helped me to do research, because she doesn't really realize where she is or what's happened to her. So you just try and figure out how you can analyze things, and also try and make things as specific as possible with, so many things being out of order, and you try and tell two different stories. It's almost making two films. And so I really just try to approach it from a very analytic point of view of trying to create these journeys specifically, because I also really cared that there was a hope for her, and that was in the script a little bit, but not a lot. And that was most important to me. And that was, to me, like the biggest challenge initially, was trying to figure out where that can come in.
I think that's really smart. Like, I'm going to steal it. I'm seriously going to steal it the next thing I'm doing. I'm not kidding. I think that's really important, especially when you're doing something with any sort of weight or gravity to it.
Yeah.
There can be something sort of tedious or one note about something.
Yeah.
But because every person, no matter how down they are, is looking. There's got some germ of hope that's keeping them going.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's very...
Or else what's the point?
Or else what's the point? I'm going to
Right.
steal that. Thank you, Acting Lesson 101. This is so exciting for me.
And so, for you guys working together, of the scenes that you shot together, which was the most difficult and also the most rewarding? Maybe it's the same scene.
I think
Was the bedroom scene?
the bedroom scene, yes.
And
Well,
the
that
staircase.
staircase for me, I think, was the most, not difficult, but the most rewarding and the most, it felt like the most, it was a really long night. And
It was a really long night,
yeah, and I think,
and we're happy.
I think I'm happy with how it ended up.
Be careful.
It's okay. I had an
When you look
accident
back
sitting down
on
in the
your
chair.
careers, I mean, I know you've been acting longer than you have.
When you look back a year ago,
do you
when you
feel-
first started, do you feel exhausted?
Well, exhausted, and do you feel that you chose this career, or that this career chose you?
I feel like I came out of the womb like, my liege, it's just like, I just
That's
do.
how I feel,
I just
too.
do.
Except I never tap danced, which I think was the biggest failure of my childhood, because I wanted to be Baby June in
Look at that.
Gypsy. So
Maybe you still will.
I don't think it's in the cards.
Are you
Maybe
sure?
Mama Rose.
Mama
I just have to
Rose.
learn how to sing better.
You can sing.
Better.
You can sing now.
So, do you ladies have any advice that you could give to up-and-coming actors, or to working actors, or aspiring actors?
Do it the way she did it.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, but I feel like she went to school.
Yeah, I went to school. Felt like confident as a person. And I'm trying to choose jobs. Well, now I have an opportunity where I get to choose. Before I was like, cast me in anything.
Right.
And then I'd probably make the choice to do it or not to do it, because I do think that you should have integrity and an understanding of what you like to work on.
Yeah.
And what's going to challenge
Yeah,
you.
like a
and
point
help
of
you.
view of
Yeah.
what you're. Somebody said to me recently, like, what is it you want to be doing? And it was such an. I'm so
Simple
used to just being like,
question.
well, where do they want me? They want me, okay, well, do I want to do that? So much of it becomes very clear early on that your own instincts about what you may want to do doesn't always line up with what you get to do, because that's just the nature of life and
do you
the
feel
business.
that it's more important to perhaps work on who you are as an individual, as a person, before an actor, before you can really, you know,
I think
take
sometimes
the leap?
one can inform the other.
Yeah, that's
you know?
for sure.
I
For
do.
me, it was important because I knew that no matter what I decided to work on for my first job, it was gonna be a sort of, you know, something to deal with my family. And so I always knew that, like, I needed to feel like a rooted person before experiencing something like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Do you guys have any fun stories from the set? I know it was a grueling shoot.
We had so much fun
We
shooting.
really did have fun.
Is there any like fun stories that you guys could share?
Yeah, you know what's funny? Do you remember that when that alarm went off?
Yes.
When we were sleeping,
Yes.
We stayed at this
The
motel.
carbon monoxide
the carbon
alarm went off.
monoxide alarm went off, and we were staying at a motel that was on a golf course, but
Yeah.
like no one worked.
No one played
during
golf
the
there
night.
or worked there since 1974.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
But also no one was there during the nighttime.
Yeah.
So this and we're the only people staying at the motel. So this carbon monoxide alarm goes off in the middle of the night, and we're all like outside, like in our coats.
It was hard. And
45 minutes later, someone shows up
Yeah.
to turn off the alarm.
we tried to call the front desk. I mean, that phone,
No one was
no one
there.
had picked up that phone since 1976.
And the guy who came was like, "Sorry, I live far away. I didn't get the call." And it's like, "What do you?"
We're like, it's carbon monoxide. We're all gonna die, but that's okay.
And it was really heavy in your room.
It was very heavy in my room. It's true.
That
and I
was where it
switched
was.
rooms.
You switched rooms, which was
Uh-huh.
too bad because she was next to me.
Yeah, and otherwise there was a lot of
So I
we
guess
had a lot of knocking.
It must have been kind of high in my room too. After that I slept with all the windows open.
Yeah, I moved rooms though. Smart.
And we just had fun.